Good morning. So this morning I'm going to map out just how big a greenhouse I can get into this small area. So the greenhouse comes in a kit form and it comes, I think it's 6'4" by 8'4". So I've marked out with some bamboo stakes here. This is the width. And I was thinking I want the greenhouse to come down here, and it'll come down to about here. So I've got some big sheets of cardboard. Once I've marked the size, I'm going to lay the cardboard down, and then we'll sort of get a visual of just how much space the greenhouse is going to take up. So if we have just a pan round, for those who haven't seen my garden before, this is the sort of very limited space I have. This area that we're looking at now is where I've just piled everything to sort of make some space here. It doesn't stay there. And if you have a look at other videos of mine, you can see this was just completely overgrown with loads of herbaceous perennials, which I've sort of scattered around the garden now. So I've dug all of it out. I've dug the acer out, waiting for that rose to finish flowering, then he can come out. And once I get the cardboard down, I'll be able to see just what other plants can stay or which ones have to go. Because I've got a soil pipe running up here, a main drain here, and then some kind of weird plumbing thing here. So we've got to stay clear of that. So the greenhouse would have to start here. So this is roughly a 6 by 8 greenhouse. Those markers there, and that one there, and that one there. So you can see it would be tight up against here. I would have to move this hydrangea, get rid of all the ferns, move the hydrangea into that corner, and I would lose a lot of this border because I would need a gap to sort of get up against the fence and paint that. So when I think of my greenhouse, I think of it sort of face on with the door in the middle and a nice plant to either side, and then the apex pointing towards me. So that is the base area of a 6 by 8 greenhouse. And this is how much room I've got left. So looks a lot bigger when you lay it out like that. Right, so now I'm going to, well, I've got to try and imagine what that would look like standing up. And my worry is that it's just going to look too big in this area. So this would be the view of the greenhouse from inside my conservatory. Just imagine it standing up. There's a fair amount of space in front, and that acer, which is in a pot, he wouldn't be there, so this would be a much more open space. Right, so the ridge height will just look, because we're buying the greenhouse in sort of kit form, and the ridge height, which is the top of the point, is 82 inches. So we're going to mark it out on this cardboard. Right, so that is 82 inches. So it's, and obviously it would be a bit wider because it would go to this stick here. So it's not too bad. Big, but not too bad. And also it's going to be see-through because it's going to be glass. Right, so my husband actually had this idea, and he said, well, what about putting the greenhouse in the main part of the garden? Because the main part of the garden is south facing this way, west facing this way, and it sort of wraps round the house. And this bit here, this bit of the garden, apart from the 2 rhododendrons, there's not an awful lot that grows in this area. I have daisies and that, but so I've got all of this area and we've already marked it out. It's same size greenhouse, 6 by 8, so there to there. And back here to here. I could even cut off this one branch of the rhododendron and we could move even further back. So I'm going to lay the cardboard out, but I am kind of liking this idea. So the entrance to the greenhouse would be here. So I obviously haven't dug the plants out beforehand because we've just thought of this idea. So I'm just going to lay the cardboard out again to get a sort of visual of how big a space it would take up. That's okay, isn't it? So this is approximately 84 inches, which is the topmost point, the apex of the greenhouse. So I'm kind of liking this situation. I think it'll be good. It's ironic since I've dug all the back border out, but it needed a good overhaul anyway. I've already dug out a New Zealand satin flower here. There's some primroses. There's a nice fern there. I would move that. There's not an awful lot that I would need to move. This Crocosmia hasn't really flowered very well this year anyway. It's too shady here, so I'll take that out. I would be able to keep this little path, this little brick path that I laid a couple of years ago, which I really like. And this path leads to my 2 compost bins behind this rhododendron. So it would mean I would be, I would have more space around the greenhouse and I would be near to my compost bins. And I don't think it would detract. I think it would add to the beauty of the garden. So when I'm in my greenhouse, that's the view I would have. I'll take the camera and show you. So left down to the front door, my Montana and everything. And then that's the view I would have of the garden. And what we would do here is, instead of having to try and match that stone paving exactly and fit the greenhouse on that, we would just get flat paving stones and lay them out here. So yes, I think that's it. I think I've decided I'm going to put the greenhouse here. So all I need to do now is work out the how many paving stones I need for this area here so that the greenhouse can sit on it, and how much sand and cement I need. I'm going to go to the stone merchants now and choose the paving stones and get them ordered. So do stay tuned. The next time you see me working on this area, I'll probably be digging some of the plants out maybe tomorrow, opening up this area, and then we'll lay the pavers when they arrive. So thanks for watching. Bye.